coach was talking about yesterday. He said that you guys aren't saying your next opponent this week. Which week is the hardest to prepare? Is it this week, knowing what you've got next week, or when the actual game week gets here?
I wouldn't say it's difficult to prepare. We're college athletes. We know what comes. Like Coach O said, we're taking it 1 week at a time. So right now, we're focused on us, focused on the LSU Tigers. Like tomorrow, we have Tiger Bowl. Guys get opportunities that they really never got throughout the year to prove themselves. And then when next week comes, we know who our opponent is, and we're going to trust the game plans that the coaches give us.
Do you think, from a secondary standpoint, it seems like over the past 3 games, somebody's either picked on Derek Stingley that's been really good, or Fulton, and the other guys had to just pretty much chill?
Right.
Do you think next week you're going to need a great effort from both of them collectively?
Those guys that have great athletes, they have a great receiver room over there, and they're gonna use their weapons just like any other team would. And as a defense, our job is to try to take away those weapons. Every game, every week that we go into as a defense, we sit down and look at what are the opposition's greatest weapons, and our job is to try to take those guys away. And Alabama has a great set of receivers that do that.
How difficult is it just to take away 1, much less 3 in that kind of a scenario?
That's what Coach trying to get the big bucks for, man. He's figured it out, and he's going to do it again. And like I said, as a defense, we're just going to have to trust that game plan and just execute it. Our job is to execute it and try to limit those guys on what they do best.
How different do you think it might be, just looking on film, playing against that kind of a trio than your own trio with Jamar and Justin and Terrace?
Well, that's the perk of having Jamar, Justin, and Terrace, man, because you see that stuff every day. None of that is new. Last year, kind of coming in, we were kind of blindsided because we didn't have those type of looks. But now in practice, we see that Monday through Friday, just guys that make plays on Saturdays like that, and it kind of can translate to what we're going to see next week.
JaCoby, when you guys are preparing for a game that has this much hype surrounding it, not to mention it's been a very long time since LSU has beat Bama, how do you stay mentally focused throughout the bye week and then for the next week preparing for that game?
I think Coach O does a good job of kind of, like he said, making us stay focused on us right now. We could be like, hey, we have Alabama next week and let's prepare. But most teams and most good teams, we take bye weeks to look at ourselves. We do self-reflections. We looked at what we did wrong for these last 4 games, and we try to fix those problems. And then that's what we're doing now. We're fixing the problems that we had for these past 4 games and try to execute and try to figure out what we did wrong. So when we come in for this next game off this bye week, we're going to see those same problems.
JaCoby, with everything the way it is now, this season, maybe even last year, is it crazy to think that there were some people that were against Coach O taking over this program?
Coach O proved himself, man. I love Coach O, and he's done he's like he said, you can't be no better than 8-0 right now. We played 8 games and we're undefeated, and he's a player's coach, and he gets his players ready to play. I know he gets me ready to play every day on Saturday, and I don't think there's anybody that's better, or I don't think there's anybody that can get this better and more fit for this job.